Well, one highlight of summer is hitting the beaches and soaking up the sun. But sometimes the City County Health Department has to close the beaches for poor water quality. 18 News' Sam Freestad went behind the scenes to look at how the water is tested and when that decision is made.
Every morning, 5 days a week, from Memorial Day to Labor Day, microbiologist Tristan Faust and her crew are visiting beaches around Eau Claire County. Her role with the City County Health Department is to ensure the water is safe to swim in.
When we come out to the beach, the first thing that we do is we start filling out our sanitary survey. And what that does is helps us collect some data, weather collection data, and what the water conditions look like.
Then it's on to the next step, testing for E. coli, the most common water bacteria.
And after we collect our sanitary survey, we will collect our bacteria samples in the water. And then we're also using our field device called an algae torch to help us monitor for harmful algae.
The health department tests 7 different beaches. Once all 7 samples are collected, they are transported back to the health department where a lab assistant takes over.
We are pouring off a specific amount of water into a vessel and adding a reagent packet to that sample that allows us to have the E. coli fluoresce.
Once that is done, the samples are filtered into trays that get loaded into an incubator where they will spend 18 hours.
In the morning, we will take a look at each tray and count the number of E. coli. That would give us the most probable number of E. coli in that sample.
Faust said that number is used to determine if an advisory will be issued for the beach, which is usually posted within 30 minutes of reading the tests. If the beach is deemed safe, though, there is always a possibility of getting sick.
We always say that there is always a risk because those E. coli levels also change over time. So there is not a certain threshold number that we would say it is completely safe to swim in. There's always a risk.
In Eau Claire, I'm Sam Freestad.
Thank you, Sam. And so far this year, they've had about a dozen closures and 24 advisory days. Faust says both are comparable to years past.